This is the item sales by day report. This report can be found by selecting Advanced, then Items, and then Item Sales by Day. The item sales by day report can be used to compare year-over-year pricing and movement. You can track UPC and item code performance. You can discover missed sales or gaps in movement by comparing this year versus last year, and also cross-compare this report with other reports. You'll first want to begin by selecting your store. In this case, I'm looking at AnyStore USA 1. There's an option to select multiple stores if you have more than one store that you want to view. One caution on this: when selecting more than one store, it may take a little longer for the reports to load due to the large amount of data that is introduced with adding additional stores. Make your selection and click Apply. Next, you will decide whether you want to enter a UPC or an item code. For this video, I'm going to leave it on UPC. Now, enter your UPC. To do this, you want to select the UPC down arrow, and you will see what appears to be a very long list of numbers. At the top of that very long list, you'll see a box with a blinking cursor. This box is where you'll want to enter your UPC or PLU, or item code if that is what you had selected. This box also acts as a search feature. I'll first start off by typing the code 4011. As I type, you can see the number options below change based on the numeric combinations I'm entering. Once I find the number I want to look at, I can make my selection. Here, we are looking at the movement of bananas over a week's time frame. I can see this as bananas because the description is conveniently displayed above the graph. In addition to the item description, you also have the item code, the PLU, or UPC. The graph below allows you to visually see movement this year versus last year. This year is blue and last year is orange. There's also a legend down below that helps communicate this. At any time, if you want to know the exact sales on this item on any day, you just need to hover over the bar and you will see what's called a tooltip. This tooltip provides you the date and the exact sales this year and last year. If you have decided that you want to look at organic bananas, but forgot that the 9 was a prefix for this item, you simply just need to type 4011 again, and you can see the second option is 94011, or organic bananas. Again, as the data changes, you can validate your selection by referencing the description above. Now let's switch from a PLU item to a UPC item. I simply need to begin typing my UPC, and the search results will narrow as I add more numbers. If I don't quite know all the numbers, I might be reminded of what I am looking for as I get closer to entering all the numbers. In my case, I'm looking for the UPC 2890, which is Coca-Cola Classic. Coca-Cola is an item that can fluctuate greatly when it's on or off ad. In the week we are looking at, you can see that this item was selling really well on the back half of the week. If you are asking yourself, what would cause such an aggressive spike in sales, you can reference the data down below. According to the table below, the average retail price dropped significantly on March 17th and stayed this way going into the weekend. March 17th happens to be St. Patrick's Day, and this store may have decided to run a 3-day special on Coca-Cola products. In this case, you're able to visually see the impact price had on movement. You can also expand the dates and look at movement over a broader range of time. Here, I'm going to go back to the beginning of February. February 7th has a very large spike in sales this year. This happens to be the same day as the Super Bowl. Again, the data below tells us that it sold for $3.33 this year versus $4.50 last year. Each of these columns is able to be sorted greatest to least. Let's use the sales variance column to show this functionality. Sorting greatest to least, you can see February 12th had the best sales lift compared to last year. Sorting the opposite way, we can see something more concerning on February 17th. It could be that this store simply did not sell any Coca-Cola 12 packs this year on this day. However, it could also mean that this store was out of stock on this item, thus resulting in missed sales. So just to recap on the uses for this tool, you can quickly compare year-over-year pricing and movement, also track UPC performance for in-store events or larger events like Master Marketer. You can discover missed sales or gaps in movement from last year to this year. And this report can be used as a great validator tool. If you're using a report like items not selling in my store and you want to confirm that the selected item had no sales in your store, you can simply switch to this report and confirm your findings. At any time, if you have any questions about this report or any other report, send an email to svinsights@supervalu.com.